Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. Ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then it vanish. Yeah, I can't stand it. Out of all the way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, now tables turn. God's plan, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop.
The market crashed on me, but that's not my last, homie. It ain't over for me. It ain't over for me. The market crashed on me, but that's not my last, homie. Only one logical thing to do. Don't trip, by the dip, 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 by the dip. Don't trip, by the dip, 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 by the dip. Don't trip, by the dip. Get my chips and dip. Hot on coins and watch me flip. In and out, I'm stacking pips. Market looking bearish. By the dip, 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 by the dip. Don't trip. Sour cream and onion dip. Scoop it with some ruffle chips. Sink them like Titanic ship. Bartender, here's a tip. Crypto face is the truth. He can even show you proof. This is market cipher school. Rory made you say, ooh, wish I had one too. Making plays on Tradingview. Waiting on a blue triangle. I just call it Blue's Clue. Portfolio diversified. Keep my balance classified. Scared to look, you terrified. But when you did, you almost died. It's all good before you went to sleep. Woke up to a surprise. Couldn't believe your eyes. Where the hell did your money go? You like, oh my God, what the fuck happened? Bitcoin dumping in my sleep. Woke up to a market sweep. That's the reason I don't sleep. Keep my eyes on the prize. Bought some Hex and Cardano. Fear of missing out. FOMO, that's a no-no. Yeah, I know, bro, but I still do the shit. I'm just trying to hit a lick, so I think I just might buy the dip, 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 buy the dip. Don't trip, buy the dip, 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 buy the dip. Don't trip, buy the dip. Get my chips and dip. Hot on coins and watch me flip. In and out, I'm stacking pips. Market looking bearish. Buy the dip, 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 buy the dip. Don't trip. The market crashed on me, but it's not my ass, homie. Time to rise up out the flames like a motherfucking phoenix flying high in the sky. And I motherfucking mean it. Put it all on the house. I can't help it cause I'm greedy. Got a family, gotta feed it. All my followers, man, they need me. We can all get rich together. Talk about financial freedom. BTC, ETH, XRP, that's a threesome. Three-way. Blockchain tokens got your boy really eating. Crypto Cryptocurrency is a gift from God. All praises to the Most High. Help me beat the odds, playing smart so I don't get wrecked like you pencil next. Well, crew, call me Spider-Man the way I spider line. Until we position, then I exit trades right on time. Might tell you a secret, but I'll never drop a dime. Favorite pastime, sitting back, watching candles climb. If they go the other way, keep calm and don't trip. By the dip, 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 by the dip. Don't trip, by the dip, by the dip, by the dip.
Good morning all. Yes sir, hope everyone is well, hope everyone is good. Let me make sure everything is working. Except for this camera. Come on bro, don't be like gay like this bro. Okay, now it's working. Okay, very good, very good. Alright, let's see what we got going on for today. Friday, last day of the week. And yeah, let's get kick started. So calendar here, we have bank holidays in Italy, Australian bank holiday, New Zealand bank holiday. That's about it, to be honest. Any news we have? European news? No. GBP retail sales at 10 o'clock. Okay. And then a bit of CAD news later. So nothing too important. I mean, these bank holidays, Italian bank holidays, fine. Obviously, Australian and NZD dollar is also fine, right? It's not really going to be a problem for volume in the market. So if we go ahead and have a look at the analysis here and then start from that, right? So first of all, starting off on GJ here, as we can see on daily time frame, we have a strong daily candle rejection from yesterday and then breaking the high today. It's not a strong close, but strong rejection from yesterday. Now, if we're looking at where we reach key level right now, rejecting that pre-session, we had quite a strong push here. 4 hours candles closing strong, big LTAs here to the left. 1 hour time frame created a sort of pause candle. Today actually looks like a kind of breakout, to be honest, the way that we're moving here. We have a 1 hour resistance here we need to take care of. Now retail sales is obviously the threat here to eat up our LTA, which we won't particularly like. Mark that as a 30. See the 15 here. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. So, I mean, we could try to trade to the 1 hour. How big do we have? 4 pips. I guess it's better above the 1 hour. It's also 15, yeah. So above the 1 hour buy is gonna make sense. That will be the plan for me here. And then sells today, we're not actually bearish bias, but if we were to push down here, I'd look for buys. Let's see what retail sales does, because retail sales can adjust that. This is really annoying me, this notification. I don't know what the hell is happening with this notification. Really annoying. It's like crash, look, hi, it doesn't work. Holy shit. So we're gonna see what ends up happening with that. Now, if we're looking at gold here on the other hand, we can see we are actually dumping through the range here at the moment. Delete some of these old lines, we don't need them. Let's start from daily time frame here. So previous daily closing, strong bullish back in the range. This previous daily support not going to be important. We can move it down to this daily support here. Can remove this line as well. 4 hour time frame closing bearish here, so mixed session bias at the moment. And 1 hour time frame, we're sitting 1 hour support right there. We're getting below it at the moment. We have a little support here. Boom. See how that looks on 15. 15 the same. So structure and close below is going to be the play here, man. Structure and close below going to be the play. And simply buys back above here would make more sense. Overall, we're going to see with more information if we could buy. I actually don't see buys. Maybe buys from down here back above the 1 hour support we could. But we need to see good structure formed, and then I can take that. Just need to fix this camera because this notification is giving me a headache. Cannot trade with this notification. Keep popping up the whole time. Okay. Hopefully that gets rid of it. Finally. There's 2 or 4 hours slightly above that 15. Let's have a look. Yeah, these old ones here. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to worry about these, then you can't take buys today. Then that's basically how you rule it out. For me, main reason is the second one, yes, but the first one we've crossed through with this massive wick. This one is more important up here. This would be a problem here. But the first one here, I'm not too worried about. Not too worried about. We'll see. Let's see if this wick reacted off it. Yeah, I mean, we could go above the wick. You can go above the wick, that would be fine. But since we've tested it, I'm not worried. If we don't test it, this is when I get worried, because we don't know what's going to happen. But we've had our reaction, and look at the dump that's coming from there. So I'm not too worried about it, because it's already reacted pretty heavy off that zone. So we're going to see. We're going to see what ends up happening. Yeah, we're going to see what ends up happening with that. So yeah, let's structure create, and then we take it from there. Gold already has 5-minute structure, yeah, but it's right at support, so there's nothing you can do. It doesn't matter. 5-minute structure is all the way up there. Doesn't really matter, because you're selling at support anyway. So what does it change? So needs to get below support. But even when it gets below support right here, we need a pullback, because even if it closed below support, it's 110 pip stop loss. You know, it's like you're really selling the lows with one of the biggest candles of the day. So it's like you're playing with fire, right? 30-minute no top wick, 2 candles back to back no top wick as well. So yeah, it needs some sort of relief here. We're seeing a straight dump at the moment, so it needs some sort of relief. Let's have a look at Daxi on the other hand. Still haven't filled this gap, man. We still haven't filled this gap. Can remove all these drawings. Draw fresh. So yesterday we ended up popping up, continuing from yesterday's bounce that we had. 4-hour closing above. We're reaching this previous 4-hour resistance where we're rejecting right now. P4S. Previous 4-hour bullish, I mean bearish, previous daily bullish. So it is mixed session bias. And so with mixed bias, you can actually technically take sells here, but where would I prefer my sells? Probably back below this range here. We could have something similar to yesterday where we retrace and then end up continuing up. There will be more sell options below these type of ranges, but we need to check 1 hour. 1 hour is actually fully clean. 30-minute. Yeah, so I prefer to sell below here. Maybe even the 30-minute. Let's see, 5. No, 5 is works. This works here. So sells below here makes sense for me. And then there'll be more sells below maybe this support here or this support down there. Now for the buys today, let's see how we're looking at that if we were to break out. Oh, wow. What a candle. Yeah, breakouts look pretty juicy here. Very, very juicy actually. So breakout, definitely an option for me now. Very, very clear, to be honest, the breakout trade. Inside of here, if I can take a trade, there's a possibility back inside of this small range here. But I'll need a little bit more price action, meaning time. I need it to 15 minutes from now. I want a bearish candle followed by bullish. I can try to trade in the range. It's tough though, especially with the 1 hour right there. Honestly, I prefer outside the range. But there's a little bit of room if we get a perfect setup. Not perfect, but a nice close. You know, we can capitalize off that. No need to wait all the way for it to break the range. But if it wants to break the range, then I'm looking for the buys there. You know, so let's see what ends up happening and take it from there. And that's pretty much the analysis on all pairs here. So pretty simple. Hope everything makes sense with that analysis. If it does, let me know. And let's get this day started. See what we have in store. You know the drill, guys. Can we do the YouTube business? Gold closed at support and is melting at the moment right now. Absolutely melting. So we're going to see what ends up happening with gold here. It's a shame it didn't close below. Would have been give us something with 5-minute thunder or something like that. What about the gap on gold from yesterday? It's still not filled. We have a lot of gaps in the market still not filled. For me, this candle here is not a gap on my broker. This candle here is not a gap on my broker. I mean, we could go back and fill gaps. You know, it's It depends. Shame Thunder would be amazing. Yes, now you just have to cry yourself to sleep. Only solution in this. I mean, it had to push down just a little bit more to close below the support. It was very, very close. Or maybe I drew it wrong. Let's see. Maybe I got screwed up here. No, I didn't. Yep. It was very close, very close. But that's it, man. You have to differentiate between valid and invalid. Anyways, this is nothing compared to what your stop loss would be. What are we running? 40? That's actually not bad, man. Very decent push. A lot of volume coming in right now. A lot of volume, actually. This is some of the most volume we've seen on gold since Asian session. Normally, since this candle, really. Such a shame there's no structure. There was enough for us to take a trade if it closed below. There was this 1 5-minute pause candle. So all we would have needed is this candle to close below, and then we could look for a nice top wick since it's a little bit early, and then it will be valid there. But it's very early, very early. You know? But you have to differentiate between what is valid and what is not valid. So yeah. Let's see what ends up happening. News here in about 10 minutes. Retail sales not too big, but you know, you can get a little spike, of course, but nothing crazy. And yeah, appreciate everyone showing up on Friday. Let's see what today has in store for us. And yeah, how much of us? 278 in here and 40 likes. That's pretty poor. Let's get it up to at least 100 likes so I don't have to ask for the YouTube business. Remember, we have big giveaway coming at 600 viewers. So let's see if we reach that today. And then I can you can make me spend money. I tried PipLabs yesterday, and honestly, best platform I've ever tried for best for back testing. I just paid for the monthly subscription. I really appreciate back testing on it. Amazing product. Thanks, man. I appreciate that feedback. It is very, very kind of you to share that. We should actually make a review section on PipLabs. I think that would be important. It will be important for us to make a review section on PipLabs. So I will work on that actually today, because it would be nice to have some reviews. That's one thing our website lacks, is reviews. So we'd love to put reviews. I mean, we do have reviews in general, but it would be good to have a section. The only thing I hate about reviews is it seems really staged, you know? Really staged. You know, like so many companies fake reviews. But we could figure out a way where it's not fake. That's why on my Tradesharpe website, this is the way I do it. Check this out. So when you go to check reviews, it actually, you can click here, find out more, and look where it takes you. Discord, because Discord, you can actually see the username that is giving, you can see the username that is giving the feedback. So for me, that was that's the way I did it on my website. So maybe I do something similar for PipLabs. I think that would be a great idea. So we could take some screenshots of some reviews and then link the rest to Discord. So that people can see who left the review if they don't believe and is a hater. Morning, young man Harry. Good morning, brother. reviews would be beneficial for marketing. Yeah, they help people like to read reviews. Harry, can you please explain what is a hater? What is a hater can person? I don't know. You buy, he hates on you. What do you mean? Wait. I don't understand the way you've worded that. Can I explain what is a hater? Well, to explain what is a hater is a person who hates on something that they failed upon. So when they fail upon something, they end up getting envious and jealous. So they hate on it. So that's a hater. Right? So people love to hate on what they could have been, but they chose not to be that person, and they want to hate on it because they feel like they are owed more than the person that they're hating on. So that's what a hater is. So if you look at it at its core, it's pretty sad. Morning, Harry. If we have mixed bias, what do you consider most in your session trade? Well, mixed means we can look at both directions, but it's in context. Every day will be different. I can't give you a blanket statement saying, in mixed bias, I look for mostly buys. No, it doesn't make sense like that. Right? So you have to do some analysis. We do it every single day when I show up to the charts. So you're able to see that actually publicly. Let's see on GJ if news goes up or down. This is a massive candle here on gold. Pretty annoying, to be honest, not giving us options, just eating up that massive LTA. It's interesting, there's a gap here, but there's no gap on my broker as well. That's what's weird. It's an interesting candle, 170 pips. Gold is gone for today's session? Wrong. This could be one massive pullback to create the upside. Remember, it's mixed bias today. This could create very early this move, not even 10 o'clock. Not even 10 o'clock and we've already filled the range. So you have an hour now before London open. In an hour, this could create support, and this was just a pullback to grab liquidity from range low to continue that previous daily candle. Look at where we're retesting as well. We're retesting daily support. This is retest daily support and then start to flip or at least bounce. Look at 4-hour time frame, retesting 4-hour support. So if you're looking at buys, this is one of the best place to buy in the market if we're going to continue up, because we know if it breaks this support, it's game over anyways. So any type of structure here, any type of thing, it's very, very powerful to give us a buyback up towards the top of the range, especially with, look at how big LTA is being created. I mean, you have so much room now, right? To here we have 320 pips, which is absolutely bonkers. So there's so much room here. The only risk is that the volume dies out for the day. That's the risk, is if volume dies out for the day. But this happens so fast. But you never know, right? It's always a possibility. But normally when you see a move super early, it's normally setting up for something a little bit later. Three minutes till news. We're gonna see what news ends up doing. What are we saying, guys, in YouTube chat? Up or down? I don't think it will be big enough news. What are they expecting? Minus 0.4 expecting. So a little bit reduced because last time we had a little bit more positive numbers. I'm seeing mixed comments. Come on, everyone in chat. 300 of you in here, only 3 people messaged. Sleeping, everyone. Let's see, up or down. You have 2 minutes. 2 minutes to see, up or down. Let's see what you guys are saying. Not enough time for a poll. I'm seeing more down than up. Now I'm seeing more up. Ooh, damn, most people saying up now. Okay, up is clearly winning for now. Last time you guys got it terribly wrong. You blew your accounts on chat indicator. Account went to 0. Alright, we'll see in 1 minute. Up wins, clearly. Most of you guys are saying up. So we're gonna see what happens. Alright, let's see if you're right. Okay, it's going up so far. So I guess the initial move, you guys are right, but if this flips and dumps, you guys are going to be wrong. So, really, news these days on Gbpjpy came out better than expected. So that's why we see a small move up. But can you know, back in the day, this type of news used to push GJ at least like 50 pips. Now we're seeing a 11 pip move. Like, technically, I hate to say it, but you can technically trade GJ no issues during these news events. Like, I've watched it over the last couple of months, even like almost more than half a year right now, and it's no issues. I think your mic is muted. That's not very good, is it? If my mic is muted. It's also not true. Yeah, I mean, imagine I've been talking to myself for the beginning of the stream, everyone just waiting. Alright, daily support successfully tapped. Let's see what type of structure we get here. We already have a 5-minute bullish candle. Love to see a 15-minute bullish candle. Even a 15-minute bullish candle with 5-minute setup 5 will work. Let's go see good old Dax, what Dax is doing. Slowly making its way down to that area for sells. 1 hour ended up closing bullish actually. 30 bullish as well. So it could reject from around here, right? And start to flip. And now buys would actually make sense above this area here. This would also flip the daily candle back bullish. So would be taking a buy on the daily flip. So I quite like that idea. We need a good close above here. Something like this. Boom. And then trade to that next resistance. That's your break-even zone. 14 points. Yeah, that looks quite fun. Now, I'm not too worried about this small resistance to the left here because we tapped it once, tapped it twice. But we always reject this one here. So we're gonna see about Dax. Yo, John, hope you're well. So those who voted up on the news is technically right. You managed to gather a whole load of 10 pips. When you started out, how did you deal with taking a couple of winning trades and not over trading? I'll tell you the honest truth. When I started out, I would never get a couple of winning trades, and that's just the truth, man. I'll maybe get one win followed by 3-4 losses, and then another win and 2 losses, and I just couldn't get a couple of winning trades, man. It was not looking good. It was not looking good when I started. So the problem was over trading from taking losses, not taking wins. When I took a win, I was happy. I felt accomplished. So naturally, I didn't feel like I need to over trade. I never have a greed problem. I think if we were to look at, in terms of my journey, I'd have more of a revenge problem than a greed problem. Now, I understand some people have a greed problem. They take one, they want to take more. And that's just trying to come to an agreement with yourself that you've done a job. You've been paid for the market. You're ahead of 98%. Call it a day, man. At least a session. Not a day, but at least a session. And that's the skill that takes time. And I always say this. You need to do things outside of the charts to build that discipline, right? Like, what discipline do you have in your life, Like, I don't think about it this way. Like, as a kid, we never make our beds, right? It's something that we hate to do. Right? We hate to make our bed. But that simple task, is if we can't even do something like that, then we have no hope in trading, I'll tell you that much. There's no hope in trading. Yeah, it's true, John. It's true. That's what they say about it. First accomplishment of the day. Make your bed. The good side, I guess I'm Harry in the making, so I'll be future Harry. You'll be future you. Mate, learning from you is really helping me take winning trades. Definitely the best learning material I've seen, so thanks and keep it up. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for the kind comment. What's your forecast for gold today? Potential we can see bounce from this area here. We could maybe take buys back up. Now, for sells to make sense, we need some good structure and to get back below daily support. But, we've kind of reached main target for the day. I sleep on a floor in a bando. Well, there you go. You just removed one task from your day because you sleep on a floor. You know? So you can't complain about that. See, if you slept in a bed, you'd be complaining that you had to make the bed. Now you sleep on a floor, you complain that you don't have a bed. So you choose in life. You either be a doer or you be a complainer. You have the choice. You can complain about everything situation, or you can do something about every situation. Your choice. I'd say 90% of the UK is complaining about every situation, including the weather when it's something they can't change. Man, I swear, I go back, visit, that's all I hear. Yapping, man. Yapping about this not going right, this person shouting, this person's doing weird, neighbors making noise, weather pissing down with rain, it's pissing cold outside, it's cars bloody not working, heater's fucking gone off. It's alright, continue. It's so funny. Too many. Alright, you name it, man. You know, you go to someone. How you doing, John? You know. Well, you're even British if you don't complain. No, that's the whole point. I mean, it's funny. It's funny. It's the culture, though. It's the culture. Like it's regular. Like when you say you're right to someone, you don't say, yeah, all is good, mate. You actually, it's normal to complain about what's not right. So when you go up to someone, you say, you're right. You say, you know, fucking missus giving me a hard time at home, mate. And, you know, the heater upstairs completely fucked. Got the guys around charging me 600 bloody quid to fix this fucking piece of shit. Unbelievable, you know, and that's how it is, man. That's how it is. That's exactly how it is. You know? This person's in a state, yeah, needs fuck. Yeah. It's so funny. Have you been to the USA? No, I have not. It's a long distance from where I am, flight-wise. And I don't enjoy flying. Not that I'm scared or anything. I just hate sitting in the same place and, you know. So I know it sounds snobby, but if I fly, it needs to be business class. Because it is much better like that. I hate it. I don't eat on a plane. I don't fly business class as well. Yeah, you can fly business class, but I mean, you know, 16 hours in a bloody plane. It's like, oh my god. It's not really something I do. Do you know? Can you pull up your German 40? Of course. It's the levels I got for today. I didn't mark these two. This is a previous 15. You can see them. This is a 5-minute level I just took. Claustrophobic? No, I'm not claustrophobic. I'm actually good with tight spaces. But you know, it's not really it's not claustrophobia. It's just it's boring, man. It's boring. What's everyone in chat laughing here? Don't know what's going on. Don't know why everyone's laughing. What's funny about clearing my throat? Livestream business class? That's the problem. If they had a solid internet connection, I'm down. I'm down. You know, you just have to fly private because, you know, private jets, they fly lower than normal airplanes. So you actually do not feel the same after getting off a plane. You know, we know, everyone knows. I don't know what you guys are talking about. All cooked inside there. Everyone is cooked. Peasant phobic. Just saw that, man. That's a good one, man. I should put that on the back of a shirt. Peasant phobic. Walk around with peasant phobic on the back of your shirt. Why don't you book a private jet? It's such a waste of money, man. You know how much it costs to fly long-haul private jet? It's nuts. Such a waste. It cost me to fly like from Europe within Europe is at least 15,000 euros minimum. And private jets are tiny. They're very small. What about the 4-hour resistance? Yeah, this small one here, we should watch it. We should watch it. The goal is to try get back to it. But yeah, we should definitely watch it. Let me put it on. $12,000 per hour? Yeah, I mean, and that all depends on what jet you want to go on, you know? That's what's crazy. Business class is good enough. Business class is... Look, first class I think is overrated. I think first class... Actually, I feel more spacious... If you're flying business class with someone, it's much better than first class. $15,000 for one YouTube video sounds like a good investment. Yeah, for what? To get 2,000 views on that YouTube video? Great investment. Man, I rather go and... I'll tell you this truth, guys. This is the honest truth. If I'm going to spend 15 grand like that, you know, just for no reason. Okay, you split it with your lads, some stuff like that, fine. But if you're gonna spend 15 grand straight, I really rather take 10 grand instead and put it on one trade. I have 75% chance to win and I come out of it with another 10 grand. For me, that's a better deal because both ways you're gonna blow it anyways. You know? So for me, that's how it is. Just fly economy and spend that 15K on holiday. Yeah, I would say business is your best solution if you have money. Like if you have disposable income and you're happy to travel in a more luxurious way, which you have to agree. You cannot compare at all business to economy because business is far superior. To be able to lay down, it's far superior for any flight longer than 5 hours. Okay, but anything above that, even at the highest level of income, I think it doesn't make sense. If you got there quicker in business class. Such a British thing to say. Qatar Airways economy class is like business class in other companies. Nah, man, the chair that goes full back, the bed. This is what you need, 100%. Harry, yesterday at night I put a sell order on gold with SL and TP. I opened after 30 minutes. I found my account blowed because I hope no one's blowing your account, but because gold moved heavily. But why blowed? My account I put SL. Because you put wrong lot size, bro. Come on. Please stop wasting money, guys. I literally, like, I've seen you in stream before. There's a point where I can't help anymore when everything is there. I literally say free risk management course. It takes a link and pressing a button to go to the risk management course. Pressing a button. I promise it costs nothing. There's no hidden cost, nothing. It doesn't say, okay, to watch the rest of this course, buy. No, the risk management course is there free, costs nothing. And it teaches you these concepts of how to protect your account. So the only way you can blow your account is because your lot size was wrong. Qatar Airways or Emirates? Emirates. Emirates. Okay, Dax is now ranging. Come on, bro. What? Maybe you should link a free trade manager so that you can set risk percentage. Still have to make SLS correct, but most of the work is done for you. Yeah, I could link a free trade manager, but the problem is that they really need it on their MetaTrader. But most of the, I have statistics. Most of the people are trading on their phone directly. They don't even have a PC in front of them. They're not even marking up on the chart. They just go and MetaTrader on their phone. So we're getting a 5-minute setup 5. If this 15 can close bullish would be great. I hate trading on the phone. It's so scuffed. Yeah, it's useless. The only thing the phone is good for is just execution. Use it like an enter button. Enter and to drag stop loss. It's really useful for that. Otherwise, I don't like it. And of course, closing half and stuff. But to analyze and to try enter like that is crazy. It's not crazy, but it's really going to distract you. As a beginner, if you're advanced and you know what you're looking at, then it's fine. Laptop is also good. It's more than enough, a laptop. More than enough for that. I watched the risk management course yesterday. Excellent. We can all get something from it. Good. I analyzed on PC and entered on phone. Yeah, that's fine. That's what I do. If I'm trading by myself, then I enter on PC. But now I have too many things open. Zoom toolbar, YouTube chat, MetaTrader, Spotify music. Too much. You can Google search in the MT5 marketplace. Here's the thing about that. If you're trading big amounts, I don't trust them, right? Because they literally have an access to control your positions. What if it randomly enters a big lot size or randomly does some shit? I was paranoid about that. I was paranoid it goes AWOL and starts entering trades, So that's what scared me about using those trade managers. I will start a challenge, $1,000 to $50,000 with your strategy. Yeah, I think to increase your probabilities, you should at least invest $50 into yourself. But good luck. Let me know how it goes. If you blow the 1,000. I just started withdrawing weekly after 4 years of losing and no full consistency. Amazing, man. What an achievement. And well done for sticking it through, man. So now you need to keep that consistency, okay? Focus on that. We are breaking previous high here of this candle. So it's like a reverse I wonder if a 5-minute candle close above will be enough here. Oof. How sold am I on this zone? No 1-minute structure does not make me that sold. But I do love this 5-minute structure here. It's quite nice, if I must say so. We would wait for 15 close above. Its own structure valid. It is more aggressive. It's a tough one. It's reacting off the previous 15. Let's see. This one here. Yeah, reaction and rejection. I mean, on some brokers, this is a gap, right? This here is a gap. We can keep it on just to watch it. For me, what's more important here is lower time frame structure, because we'll be entering on a lower time frame. So preferably, I want the 15 close here. Hello, Tradingview. Wake up. Okay, it woke up. 15 close here would be much better. Oh, Tradingview is lagging. Okay, now it's loading. They're denying you on your special deal? Nah, I'll make one phone call. Hello, Mr. Tradingview. Please fix your shit. Thank you. One call, one call. Now watch how fast it is. Oh shit, they didn't fix it yet. They didn't fix it. Look, it's totally cooked now. Five minutes, I think it's going to be worth. Would be best if it closes bearish and then the closes bullish. On what time frame, bro? 5 minute? Yeah, that would be good as well, yeah. I think it'd be good just at this point now with the next 5 minutes is to wait for the 15-minute close. Please give me a number of Tradingview. I cannot share that number. Private. Yeah, we'd also have a 30-minute bullish candle here as well. Looks even better. Dax is ranging. What time did it wake up yesterday? We woke up at around close to London Open. About London Open here it woke up. So we're going to see today what time she wakes up. How's GJ doing? Still consolidating here. See if it gets above the range. Give me a sec. Go toilet. Come back, guys. Let's see, 2 minutes for this candle to close. What would stops look like? Ooh, it's no joke, huh? 100 pip stops here. No joke. If it closes weak like this, we'll need a 5 closing above, I feel would be better. Because we have no 5 closing above. Maybe we could enter half break of high. We'll have to see. It makes it a little bit more complex here. Depends on my... on the bottom wick and stuff like that. Key level, manage aggressive there. Yeah, you're not wrong, you know. We need to watch what it does at that. See if we can get a bottom wick here. I have no bottom wick here. It's broken the highs already. I had my buy stop ready, but it's broken the highs before we get a decent bottom wick. So I want to see a decent bottom wick. I don't trust it otherwise. Come on, give us bottom wick here. Something. Not just this nipple. See if it gives it to us now, the steep bottom wick. This trade is too risky without this bottom wick here, man. Even half, I could go half, but you just need it. Otherwise, look, no 5-minute structure here. There's too many negatives here. We need a bottom wick here. We need a bottom wick. There's a small one. Yeah, it's not going to be enough, guys. It's not going to be enough. You can try it. You can try it. Yeah, there we go. See? Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, this is what I wanted to see from the beginning, because this is the risk, right? Because now if you're in this, you're begging, okay, can it flip, can it flip, can it flip? Thunder would be cool. 2 minutes. I mean, now we have the bottom wick. Let's see. I'm thinking break of this high to enter like some position. Let's see, let's just wait. Let's just wait. No rush here. Yeah, I think I will. Oh shit, it just popped there. Oh fuck. I'm gonna enter half here, where we just pulled back right now. So I entered half. Stop loss gonna be below the range here. I'm gonna try get in a second half if we can pull back a little bit more. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see, we're gonna see. Now, we did close above key level here, so that is nice. Whereas TP, I'm aiming first for a 1-to-1. This previous 30 or 10 level there is pretty good, but realistically the previous 30 should be TP. Now, 05, I don't know what happened to my key level. I put it wrong. 305 should be my break-even, hard break-even level. 3305. That's my hard break-even level. As that is a key level, at that point we'd be running around 59 pips already. Kind of wish I went full, to be honest. I was just feeling a little bit iffy and I just wanted to get in with something rather than nothing, but yeah, woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? Debating adding on that last 5, yeah. It's okay, it could have dumped down, make 5-minute structure, and then we would have added in drawdown and been happy, right? Would have been like, ah, it's good I waited for that, you know? Yeah, solid push here. Happy with this push so far. Coming close to my break-even zone here. That tapped 5 on my broker, maybe. I saw heavy reaction. No, 488 on my broker. 488. So it's technically not my break even, but it's super close to it. So this might be front running. So I will watch I'm not going to make the same thing that happened yesterday where I just marry the trade because markets have been a little bit jumpy. So I'm just going to be watching what happens. We would be cooking if the stop loss was a little bit tighter. Yeah, but I can't really run a tighter stop loss. If we had 5-minute structure, I could have run stop loss. I could have run stop loss below the 5-minute structure, but really this even if this ended up pulling back here, doesn't mean the trade is wrong, right? Because it doesn't mean it's wrong. Now, if it starts pulling back from here, I am worried because this could be a lower high formation that we pull up here hard before pushing down. Why? Because we've not made a high, one more higher low. We have a low here, we have a high, but we don't have a higher low. So any high that is created could be the reversal high. So we do have to be careful of that, but we're already in like 40 plus pips of profit. It's a chill position. 47 pips of profit, we're floating. It's pretty easy to manage this position unless a really quick candle comes now, which would be very unlucky, but that's something I can't avoid. Still hasn't tapped 5 on my broker. But now we have a 1-minute structure next to 5, so that looks okay. We have this 1-minute structure here, so if we break this, it's actually not looking good. Yeah, for me, I basically consider this tapped, and especially with this structure here, I feel it's pretty safe moving to break even. So for me, I am going to move to break even here. Hopefully we can flip. There we go. Now it's confirmed, right? We've tapped 5, so I feel pretty confident. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put original stop loss on the screen. The reason I'm going to do that is just so people can see, but I need to put break even spot. You can see the reaction we're having from that 5 BE. Pretty harsh reaction, but that's a key level for you. I don't like that there's no 5-minute structure, so that's our only threat here. But it's not that bad if we get break even. Come on, gold. Why you didn't move stop loss to 1 minute? You mean this higher 1 minute? Because I'm only in half, so it really will not make any sense profit wise. Yes, I could trail below this 1 minute to make something, but it really will not it really will not pay me enough to make sense. I mean, you guys can secure here if you're happy. It's 50 pips. If I was a YouTube trader, 60 pips, man. I would call it 60 pips, put 60 pips in my journal. Everyone's happy. Look, guys, we caught 60 pips today. But, you know, realize where my stop loss is. Secured half at 304.8. Yeah, I didn't go full, so I can't really secure half. For me, I would only secure half at probably 309 because that would be something structurally. I mean, 305 is a key level here, so it does count. It is something. It's Friday. Yeah, it's true. We'll see. I mean, the threat to this trade, guys, is we've had no pullbacks. We've had no pullbacks. So without there being any pullbacks, we could have some sort of pullback. Let's make this clear. Entry. I just like to keep the full position on so people get an idea of why I'm targeting that zone, because it's at least a 1-to-1. Do you still accept new members in your premium? You have to apply. Once you apply, I do accept. I am accepting members. Just you have to write an application. It's very short, just a short description, and join the wait list. So yes, I am, but I'll tell you, get on the wait list sooner rather than later so that you can be accepted faster. Right? And then once a month, we will open to the public for you guys to just join in general. And that's it. Stops are a little bit bigger though. What do you mean? Bigger than what? Do you think waiting for the 5-minute close to enter break of 5 high was good entry? No, too late then. Actually, wait, let's see. Yeah, too late. I think this was fine the way I entered because we waited for bottom wick. And then I looked at 1-minute structure and I liked this 1-minute higher low. So it pushed too fast. I wanted to get an entry here, but I only missed out on around... Actually, I entered a little bit higher. Did around here. I only missed out on around 12 pips, which is a bit, but you know what to do. That's why I went half. When honestly, I should have gone full. But anyways, that doesn't matter now. I'm in. I can't change it. That's just a little user error. But anyways. Hi, are you running giveaway for exclusive group? You mentioned giveaway yesterday, live session, how to enter. I need the education, man. There will be, but we have to reach the view account, which is 600 viewers. So make sure there's only 159 likes. We're at 521 viewers, 80 viewers more, and we will reach the giveaway. So let's see. If we can reach 600 today, then yes, you'll be able to participate in the giveaway. No problem. But even you should be working towards and not relying on giveaways because giveaways are percentage based, right? It's obviously hard. So you should be also working hard on, you know, if you can't afford $50 per month, which is about $1.7 per day, $1.8 per day, you really need to work on probably generating an income so that you can afford, because it's the most affordable that there is for the amount of value that you get. There's literally nothing cheaper out there, you know. I mean, even Pip Labs is less than $1 a day. You know, it's less than $1 a day. So if you're trying to afford more than $1 a day, I think you need to put your head down and work harder. And it's okay not to be able to afford that, but you can change that situation. So you need to make the effort to change that situation. We have so much space. We have a lot, but the problem is structure, man. We don't have structure. So there's no 5-minute. We need this 5-minute can pull back here, but I hope it doesn't come back all the way to entry. We are already breaking 1-minute structure very soon. We just needed a little bit more juice. I would be happy to close up here. 28 more pips. That's the problem going half. Are you BE? Yes, man. Okay, if you don't know I'm BE, quit. Stops at entry risk free, BE point. The problem is here, if we look at lower time frame, this is the last spot we have to respect our trade, and we're not respecting that. So unless it reacts off this, which it's not looking like, which it can, that is our last hope before entry. Otherwise, it's going to come very close to entry, and we need a quick wick. So check your spreads. My spreads on IC markets are very tight at the moment. I'm running on gold really tight spread, 0.8 in this market condition with 100 pip ranges. 0.8 is very tight, very, very, very tight. Come on, box, hold box. Probably gonna get B soon. Then you entered a completely different trade, because we are still a lot of room to be. We are 26 pips from B. 26 pips from B is a lot of room. How can we re-enter? Why would you have to re-enter? Okay, no top wick is good, but we need it to flip. It actually has a nipple on my broker. It has nipple on my broker. I entered later than flip still. Look, flip is here. Down here, that's the flip. I entered later than the flip. So if you got stopped out here, I don't know where you entered, because from me, this is already 20 pips late from where I entered. That's 20 pips. And I missed on the flip here. I missed already like 10 pips from the flip. Why didn't you close? Here we go. The internet is like this, you know, it's like, okay, I'm 60 pips in profit because it's not paying me enough. My stop loss was 100 pips. If I close at 60 pips, especially with a little bit lower risk, I'm not being paid. It's a net negative long term. Long term, I just lose. You know, I'll just be a losing trader long term. You can't close your trades early for no reason, and then just because it's this. If you wanted to close here, be my guest. It's good. But long term, if I lose another trade, I'm losing what I would have made today plus more. That's not acceptable. You need to avoid that as much as possible. Like, I can come on YouTube every day, guys, and trade negative risk to reward and show you profitability, right? But P&L wise, it's not going to be paying much. You know? Hopefully we can survive this area here. It's the last hope. I don't mind losing a pip here. I don't mind losing a pip to allow it to react off the 1 minute high, because we need 5 minute structure. 1 pip is not going to hurt. Okay, it has to bounce here. That's it. If it doesn't bounce here, then I'm done. Come on, gold. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. So just so you know, guys, to make it super clear, I am break even here. Come on. This is your chance. This is your chance, gold. This is your chance. This is your chance. This is your chance. This is its chance. So now my entry is literally where this 1 minute low is. So if it breaks this 1 minute low with spread, I'll be taken out. But on my broker, my entry is literally here, but I assume with spread, I'm going to be taken out when it breaks this low. Actually, how big is this? But it just looks, I can see the bid and ask 2 pips, 3 pips. I have a little bit on this. On my broker, it looks a little bit different compared to my entry. I actually have like a little gap as well. So it looks a little bit different. Because I have a gap down on my broker. This 1 minute candle gap down. So when it breaks the low, basically I'll be out if it breaks the low. So that's basically how it's gonna work. Now if it tickles the low, I'll be okay, but if it breaks it, it will take me out, break even. So there's still a chance here. There's still a chance. So if we can maintain this low, then I have the chance for this to continue. Pretty much exact same entry. Yeah, nice one, Joe. Tony as well. Nice, nice. So hopefully this can flip. If this flips, we have beautiful 5-minute structure. If we can, like, it's okay for the next 5 minutes to make a bottom wick, and then we needed to break the high, and hopefully we can continue up bullish here. That's not good. I wanted a bottom wick first, but it's okay. We have a bit of room now. Where it's closed is not too close, so yeah, now we just need to let it do its thing, to be honest. I mean, if 5 minute breaks its own low, then I'll basically be cooked. See, in these scenarios, it's super tempting, guys. Very tempting. To the next time it comes up here, you want to close something just to be paid. Very tempting to do something like that in this type of scenario. But you have to realize, like, long term, you do that. The next trade you take loss, you give it back. You know? So you just really have to try, let the market do its thing and see if you can get at least to this 30 minute, which would be acceptable to close. Especially with the risk. If I was in bigger risk, yeah, fine. Maybe somewhere around here you can close, get away with it. But otherwise, I need the 30 here to accept this. And it is a big move, but market's been moving big. I mean, this would be 98 pips. All right, so now bottom wick is coming here. Let's see what 1 minute structure is saying. Yeah, we have to respect this 1 minute structure. What is sad here is we didn't break this break of structure to the highs. That's the only thing here. So if we're going to read the structure here, start to read price action, looking at price action right now, we need to respect this 1 minute structure here. And we need to break structure up here. Then we have good probabilities coming towards us. London Open will be in about 5 minutes as well. 1 hour will close bullish. So if we can survive to London Open, I feel this will be excellent. And we would have hopefully extra volume come in. Potentially even a setup 3 on the 15 minute come through. Hi, what about German 30 and GJ? I'm in a trade, brother. I hope if you can respect that, I would appreciate that. I'd appreciate you respecting that I'm in a trade, and I would like to concentrate. Harry, don't you think the market is making a higher low and pushing down? If it does, it stops me out break even. But for now, if we're reading price action, we can start to see maybe this reversal come through. Hey man, I'm new here. What pairs do you trade? The ones in the title, which is GJ, Gold, and Dax. 1 minute above nicey. Yeah, that's definitely useful for us. It's gonna help. The further away for London Open, the better. Precisely. 2 minutes, let's see. I mean, if it closes here, it's still valid because then we form a 5-minute support. And if we break that support, we know we're game over anyways. We know we're game over anyways. Re-entry with other half. Yeah, it's pretty ballsy though. It's like 60 pips higher. The problem is the original TP will not be a 1-to-1, right? You kind of want to TP both at the same place. Let's see. I knew it would be maybe a mistake not to enter full from the beginning, but when I entered, it started pushing, and anyways, can't change that. If this trade does play to TP, I'm gonna mark that down as a definite mistake from my end. But this is what I tell you guys. Sometimes when you guys say I hesitate to get in a position and I miss it, well, that's almost a form of what I've done, but at least I still reduce and go in, right? Because I trust my ideas. It's tempting, huh? Tony, enter setup 3 is very tempting now. Ruined my mind now. It looks a clean setup 3. That's the problem. It looks a clean setup 3 with the 1 hour open. Uh-oh, we need a bottom wick. So it's using key level as resistance. It's a good close. It's a good close. Now I feel very confident that if it breaks this, BE is going to be a good idea. Because now we have the 5-minute structure that I said was the threat. Now that we have finally a higher low, then we can respect if price breaks structure. It's not going to make sense to hold this trade. Getting out break even technically will be a good idea. Now if we can continue some volume here, it's going to be great. And what's beautiful is that even if it comes all the way down here and retests here, we have room that for it to respect and still continue up. So we could even sit in this trade for hours. As long as it respects this, you're happy days. And if it continues going, it continues going. Now I'm really wanting to take the setup 3. I hate entering so late compared to my first position, you know? That's my only issue. I probably will just accept the point that I didn't enter full and it's a mistake. Tony influencing you? A little bit. But I would not enter break of this high, I enter break of highest high. If I was to go and set up 3. It would make a difference because you would, yeah, you miss out on 5 pips, but you get 4 pips, but you get so much more confirmation. Go with 0.25. Yeah, it's not bad to go with 0.25. Manage any 5-minute closing back in the range. Yeah, you could actually get out with very little, right? If you go 0.25 here, and then if a 5-minute candle close back in the range, just call it quits. You know, what would you lose? 0.1, 0.15? Yeah, that would work. I mean, 0.1 ain't gonna harm anyone, right? Yeah, we do that. Let's go gold. All right. Come on, come on, come on, come on. If my add position, so the position that I added breaks this low, I'm gonna get out. So in my add position, I only lose like 19. So not even half. Got the entry on setup 3. Yeah, I have that 20.25% on the setup 3. Come on, a little bit more to that 30. Make sure we have this marked all correct. A little bit lower. Put stop below that 1 minute on for my add position. Man, if this reverses to entry from here, man, I'm really gonna cry. Imagine. Come on, come on, come on. We need the push here, man. Come on, a little bit more juice, gold. Come on, do it for me now. Come on, just to that 30, man. I know you have it. Finish the move, gold. Don't be like this. Don't be like this. We waited patiently. I called a 5-minute structure. Everything, gold. Don't be like this. Don't be like this, gold. Don't be like this. Just a little bit more, man. Struggling here, I don't like. Needs to get moving, man. We need some volume. If we close below this or this 1 minute structure here, original position, I'm gonna be break even. Not original, sorry, my setup 3 position, because setup 3 I expect to just push. I don't want to lose an extra 2-5%. Well, I won't lose 2-5%, but I don't want to lose anything more when I have so little in. You know, so yeah, added position about to be stopped, break even. Almost. It's like minus 1 or 2 pips. So little. All right, that stopped me out, break even on the added position. It was worth the shot though. Now we let the original position go to TP. What makes this trade harder? Is it the fact you went half, which is kind of preventing you to take your profits earlier? But anyways, you shouldn't be taking profits earlier. Remember, up here is a 1-to-1. So remember when we always discuss on stream how TP is super big? This is why I hesitate on those positions, because it takes super long to get to TP. So when it takes this amount of time to get to TP, it's quite difficult like this, because you're closing less than a 1-to-1, you know? You're closing less than a 1-to-1, you know? So as hard as this is, like, there's no reason for me to close as well. Nothing is suggesting that this thing is gonna dump to 0, which it could do, and I can make nothing today, which would be pretty painful. But at least the 30 is the area where I'm looking for it to tap before I secure anything. If we didn't enter earlier position, you would still hold the S3 trade? No. S3 I expect big push. Ah, man. If it really does this, it's gonna be really painful, man. 8 pips? 9 pips? Oh my god. But it's okay. We still have higher lows. On your broker, tap 30, I need to check. If it did, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. If it actually tapped 30 on broker, I'm gonna be really pissed. Not really. Very close though, very close. I mean, if I saw it like this, I would consider it tapped. The crazy thing is, I was watching lower time frames and I know what we're reacting off. We're reacting off a tiny 1 minute candle. Can you imagine this tiny 1 minute candle? Ah, there's no structure here, so it needs to create structure. Yeah, honestly, I could have considered that tap, but hey. It's still okay. High lows. High lows, high lows. Just need to sit through it. Come on, gold. This is your chance, man. This is your chance. This is your chance, gold. There's TP. Come on, give me TP. There it is. There it is, finally. There it is. I'm taking it out here. Let's go. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Get paid. I knew I should have gone full. Leaving 20% is good. I just don't have 20% to leave. Leaving 20% is great. Leave a W chat. Took the trade with us. And yeah. Let's see it. Let's see it. W in chat. Took the trade. Held through all the structure. Everything. Let's go. I wish I could have a runner today. I wish I could have a runner, to be honest. Where's my TP? Runner would have been perfect. Look at this when I closed. Here I closed. Alright, 562. Boom! 484. Literally, they close. Same X button they press on MetaTrader, they pressing on stream. Fucking bots. A 100 pip banger, huh? But fuck, man. I really wish I went full there. That's a big mistake from my side. Big mistake. Anyways. Fuck. A little bit annoying, but hey. Yeah, this is why I could have left 20% running and it would have been a lot of fun. Would have been a lot of fun. Anyways. Stop complaining, Harry. So setup 2. Setup 2 plus 5 on 5 minute. Very important. But it was, yes. Yeah, we should put setup 2. It says setup 2. I mean, if you held the original stops of the setup 3, it would have worked, right? So that's interesting to know. Just hold original stops, manage. But the way I said to manage it, it didn't close back in. Remember I said if anything closed back in the range, I would have managed? Damn, so if I just followed that plan, I would have still had the 25%. And then setup 3 would have hit TP. 60 pip stop loss, 70 pip target. Amazing. Wow, what a push. Good one. Anyways. Big Ball Harry does it again. Congrats. Thank you. I don't think it's Big Ball's pretty simple position. Just a matter of reading price action and not making emotional decisions. I think the biggest lesson you guys need to learn today is how I told you, like so many people were telling me, why not take profits? Why not take profits? Why not take profits? That's why. Because I need to be paid. Like ideally that's your 1% trade done. If I take another loss, obviously me entering a little bit less, a little bit of mistake. But anyways, if you enter a regular, what ends up happening is that when you take a loss, you're going to lose more. And that's how you become a losing trader, guys. You become a losing trader because you always lose more than you win. And why? Because in a position like this that only made higher lows and was quite simple to hold, you closed. You closed here because you're like, I just want to be paid. I just want to be paid. You know, and you think in your mind that being paid, right, is better than taking a break even. Although on paper it seems correct, but you have to realize you're taking a break even for a technical reason and you're being paid for a technical reason. We're not taking break evens for fun, and if you're being paid on reasons that are not logical, doesn't make sense. Now, based on 4 hour, this is a big mistake that I didn't go full and leave a runner, because this fucking daily can flip. It's possible. That's how big the position can end up being. I do believe 30-minute will pull back at some point. The big question is, what does it do at this 1 hour support here as well? You know? And that's it. Have you analyzed the overall trade? Half risk versus full risk. Would be interested to see what the percentage between half risk. The last time I've risked half. Can you remember the last time I risked half? I don't remember. It's very rare. Very, very, very rare. Back in the day, yeah, but not recently. You know? Cheers, man. Take care. Enjoy your Friday. Will you make a video on your new setups? They're not new per setups. They are setups that are already, you know, they're already setups that are made, but I teach them to the exclusive group. You know, I can't do everything for free. I need to set some boundaries and make sure that the people who use my setups are focused, because people on the internet can maybe use my setup, use it wrong, and then come in my comments hating that it doesn't work. I mean, obviously I show it works here on a daily basis. Why not 2%? I just put it, it's 1 R. It's not a percentage of my account. It's 1 R. It's not a percentage of my account. It's 1 R. Percentage of my account is actually higher than 2%. Anyways, happy with the position. I did that for me. It was baffling how much I was losing. We had a chat, only full now. Yes. Half risk is generally negative. That's why I don't do it at all. I mean, at my level, I really know when to use half risk. As I mentioned many times, it would be a mistake in this instance, but you know, I'm not perfect. No one is. Was this setup 5? It's setup 2 plus 5 minutes setup 5. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna call it a week here. Happy to end the week on a positive. It's never hurts. And it shows, like, you know, yesterday was very, very weird vibes. Everyone was moaning and bitching. It was very weird. But like now, today, everyone's happy. And it's like, it just shows you that it's just part of the game of trading, man. You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day. You live to make another play, and scared money don't make no money. So let's get it, guys. Hopefully have a good weekend. Relax. And I'll catch you hopefully next week. And yeah, take care all, and hopefully speak to you guys soon. All right, peace, much love, peace.